Your report should contain information about your animal's diet, what it eats, and where your animal is on the food chain. Now, cards like these can be helpful in laying out the food chain that affects your subject. Here's an example of a food chain. We began with a producer. In this case, it's a tree. Now we have our primary consumer, a squirrel. It eats the nuts produced by the tree. Now, the squirrel is eaten by the fox in this food chain. So if your chosen animal is a fox, this food chain would do a good job of showing how the energy of the sun is passed from the tree to the squirrel and then to the fox. Now, since the fox is not an apex predator, we included a cougar as a tertiary consumer, eating the fox. Let's watch this English language learner using these cards.
The bee makes some honey from the tree, and then the bear eats the honey from the hive.
These cards can make a fun game where players take turns playing a card on a food chain if they can, sort of like dominoes. Now, your report will be enhanced by relating how your chosen animal gets its food, as well as the trophic level your animal inhabits. If your animal is an apex predator, you can learn about how predators are important to maintaining balance by watching episode 54. The whole episode's about wolves. Episode 57 is about diet, focusing on animals that live in Africa. Now, for another research topic, episodes 60 and 61 focus on life cycles, another essential part of reporting on an animal. The life cycle refers to the number of sequential steps in the development of an animal. The appearance and the physiology of some animals make radical changes as they go through these steps. In episode 61, we witnessed the full metamorphosis of the monarch butterfly. Now, while the changes experienced by some insects are astonishing to witness, other animals go through changes as they develop and mature. Today, we're fortunate to see the stages of a bird called the little blue heron, from egg to mature adult. Let's watch these images provided by Susan RUE of Mobile, Alabama.
In Mobile Bay, Alabama, there's treasure, and we'll share some of that treasure today. I don't refer to anything left behind by pirates. No, this has much more value. Living treasure in the form of an uncommon heron. There's a species called the little blue heron, and thanks to a bird lover and photographer named Susan RUE, we get to witness the whole life cycle of the little blue heron. As with all species, we can begin the cycle with the pairing and mating of a male and female. The female lays a group of eggs called a clutch. She sets the clutch of eggs and guards them in the nest. After an incubation period, chicks hatch out of the eggs. The chicks wait in the nest for food to be delivered from a mature heron. The chicks have only downy feathers until they get their flight feathers. That's when they explore their world beyond the confines of the nest. Their white color shows that these herons are still not mature. We see the success of their rearing, all 5 eggs producing a juvenile heron. They explore the reedy wetlands they'll depend on for their survival throughout their life cycle. Their plumage turns blue as they mature. By now, they've learned to take care of themselves. They'll begin the life cycle anew when they find their own mates. Now they fly away to that important function of renewal for the population of little blue herons.
All around us, animals are going through the stages of their life cycles as we experience our own changes. Episode 62 focuses on the fascinating life cycle of the salmon. That episode also features how to use facts about an animal's life cycle while using our own connecting words to communicate about that process. Again, all episodes of Ramping Up Your English can be seen as free video on demand at letscreate.org. You'll need to navigate to the home page of the episode 62 page in the animal unit, along with links to the episodes. All the learning material is posted on this page, including those all-important connecting words. As I've often said in previous episodes, you'll elevate your English proficiency much more by struggling to communicate the facts about your chosen animal than to just copy the words from your source. Remember, facts from the source, wording from your own brain, using the connecting words that fit what you're trying to communicate. Now, don't worry about writing a perfect report. Mistakes are to be not feared. They're not to be feared, rather to learn from. You'll get better with experience, and you have already ramped up your English by struggling to report information in your own words. Now, with the life cycle of your chosen animals, we've covered half of the information that should be in your report. There's more to cover, and we'll continue sharing the episodes where we learn to ramp up that English to higher levels while reporting on different aspects of your chosen subject. We'll continue to do that in episode 76. Now, this review of the Animal Report Project includes a dizzying list of past episodes that focus on different parts of the report. Don't worry about remembering that information. I've posted it on a chart on my website, letscreate.org, that correlates those episodes with report topics. Visit the website for all the support materials for this episode, as well as all episodes of Ramping Up Your English. I'd love to hear from you and see how you're progressing with this program. Send an email to letscreatepro@gmail.com. You can watch and even download all episodes of Ramping Up Your English at archive.org/details/RogueTV. Use the search box by entering Ramping Up Your English. You'll find all the episodes there. Ramping Up Your English can be seen in Ashland on Channel 15 or 115 of the Ashland Home Network, and in the rest of Southern Oregon on Charter Cable Channel 182. Showtimes are 8 a.m. on Mondays and 7:30 p.m. on Thursdays. Visit rvtv.sou.edu for free live streaming. Showtimes will vary with different areas. Check your local public access and education stations. I want to thank my director, Denise Ross, and my talented and dedicated crew, and I want to thank you, our viewers. All of you help make this program an award winner. Join us next time for Ramping Up Your English. I'm John Letts.
You've been watching Ramping Up Your English, a support program for intermediate-level English language learners. Learn more. Visit our website at letscreate.org. You can also watch or download today's program at archive.org/details/RogueTV. Join us next time on RVTV Voices for Ramping Up Your English.